Okay, so this is what I find very strange about the game. I start farming with several characters, then got them to like 59. But other characters that I didn't use, like Locke and Celeste, I acquired them later throughout the game while I was farming using those 59 level characters. But it looks like this guy, Gal, he never leveled up at all. The whole time I was farming with four of the characters. Everyone else was leveling up, but very slowly. But for some damn reason, he doesn't level up. So it would seems like I probably won't be able to use him in the final battle of this game. Because for some damn reason the game decides to... That I would say that was one of the takeaways from this game. Like, I don't really need him in the final battle. But the leveling system for him is like 3 times lower than everyone else's, which doesn't really make sense. So do I have all 12 of my characters? Well, I don't have Realm and Strago yet. So once I get Realm and Strago, I should be fine, and that should be it. The problem with Strago is that in order for him to join you, you have to beat that very strong enemy. And I believe Realm only joins you once Strago is in your party. So I defeated him already. It's just the moment I defeated him, he used an Ultima Materia, which KO'd my entire party, because you have to have at least a 6,500 or 6,200. Like, it has to be more than 6,000 in health in your party, your entire party. And yeah, that's the thing. It has to be 6,000. Your party have to be at full health, or you have to have a type of... I think you have to have Phoenix in your party to bring you back to life. But to have the Phoenix materia, I have to find that first. I don't know where to find that. That might be something that's difficult for me to find. But I don't think it's wise for me to fight that enemy again unless all my characters are at level 6,000. I think that guy, when you fight Strago, or you fight him, it has to be either I have Protect on my body and something to bring me back to life, or I have to have something to resist Ultima Materia. But there's nothing to resist Ultima Materia or Ultima Blast, because it's not a physical attack or a magic attack. It's a natural attack. So the issue I would have is trying to figure out how to survive Ultima Materia. Because when that guy died, when I killed him, he did a farewell blast on his death, and he used the Ultima attack, which does 6,000 damage for all characters. So I would have to level up every single one of these characters, or the people in my party, to at least 6,000, and hope that after I defeat them, everyone is still at 6,000, which is hard for me to believe. So I need the Phoenix Esper, or I need something to... I could kick his ass. Basically, I could kick his ass, but on death, he casts like a kamikaze attack, which is to KO the entire party. So you have to resist that KO by having Phoenix to bring you back to life, or you have to have some type of materia to resist instant death. I don't know how I'm gonna... I could beat him, but I don't think I could beat that final attack. There's gotta be a way to do it. I think I should just keep proceeding with the story and fight him when I have something to resist him. So I have all 10 of my characters. I just need Strago and Realm. And Strago won't join me unless I beat that dude. And Terra, actually. What the hell? Wait a minute. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Terra, Strago, and Realm. 13. So Final Fantasy VI has 13 characters you can play. Oh, no. Shadow is in there too, 14. Okay, I believe this is I think another reason why this is one of the most popular Final Fantasies of them all, if not the one that set the gold standard, is because in every Final Fantasy, you don't get to have 14 playable characters, probably 15. Actually, now I think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 14 characters. 14 characters. Those last 4 slots are for 4 additional characters that are not in party, which is Strago, Realm, Shadow, and shit. Who's the last one? There's someone else. Terra, Realm, Strago, and Shadow. Yeah. Terra, Realm, Strago, and Shadow. There are 14 characters in Final Fantasy VI. That's incredible. That's amazing. That's a lot of characters, man. Holy shit. I knew there were like more than 10 characters in Final Fantasy VI, but I had no idea it was like 14 characters. I thought it was like 12 at most. But there's even 10 is a lot. "14 characters, my god, that you could play." That's like double the amount of characters in Final Fantasy VII. Okay, so I'm gonna go visit Realm and see if she's there. Check out Terra's location. And see if anything changed in the story of Terra and Realm, because I just found Cyan. Okay, so the issue I might have is now to find where Terra is. Um, she has to be on this island. She has to be here. Definitely not there. Oh hell no. That's that's the one that used the Ultima attack. I could beat him. In fact, I did beat him, but he cheated and he used a final attack to just wipe out my entire party. Okay, so it's definitely not here. That's the one thing about RPGs back in the days. They don't tell you exactly where you have to go. You got to figure out everything by yourself, by talking to people. So that's the infamous Death Gaze. You can beat him by stealing all of his magic, but you have to steal enough of his magic before he kills everybody in the party or running away. So that's gonna be a bit tricky to fight him. Okay, so Realm is not here. And there's no vendor selling safety belts. If I could buy enough safety belts, then I don't have to worry about insta-death. Okay, so neither Realm or Terra is here. We're already on that huge looking, spiral looking landmass that look like a snake. So maybe they're here. Or here. No, but this is nothing. I think I know what that 8 dragon thing is. I beat 3 of them already. I think the one dragon to rise is Tiamat. Like the 7-headed dragon. why the hell would she be here? I changed my mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because I'll get right back on there and leave here. She's not here. There's no way she could be here. Where in hell? Well, she's not here either. This is the place that Celeste woke up after the world turned into shit. Oh, that's the woman with the flowers. Okay, I need to put them in party. Okay, so that dialogue is done, but she's not here. Terra is not here, nor Realm. What the hell? Okay. There she is. I wonder where she got to. And there's another thing I noticed, that there's monsters that are roaming the outside world. Yeah, I think Realm joined me. Otherwise I'll have to come back here. There are monsters roaming the outside world and they're like super powerful. That reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. So once again, Final Fantasy VI initiated the whole... In Final Fantasy VII, they were called Ultima Weapons, and they float around, and some of them are underwater, some of them are in the sky, some of them are on lands. But in this one, it's different monsters. So a lot of contributions of Final Fantasy VI went into games like 7, 10, especially 7. So the popularity of that game really owes most of its depth to 6. Yep, she's here. What level is she? See, this is what I'm talking about. Realm hasn't been in the party since the world shattered. But for some damn reason, Gao is the only one in the entire party not level 50. That makes no sense whatsoever at all. After the world collapsed, everyone was at his level, in the 20s. But after getting into multiple fights using all these characters, everybody got to level 50. And she's just joining the party right now. I never used her at all. So the whole time when I was looking for her, she was leveling up. But for some damn reason, Gao is the only person that refused to level up. Like, what the hell? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, so it's Terra, Shadow, and Strago left. I think I'll leave Strago for last because the boss for him is extremely powerful. Maybe even more powerful than the final boss in the game. So everyone's at 59, 56. The only people who are low are the ones that just joined me, like Saiyan, Realm. But him, he's like... his level stayed the same way since the last one. What the hell's going on? Okay, so I'm not worried about Shadow. Shadow automatically joins you whenever he feels like. So he shows up out of the blue when he feels like it. So the only person left to find now is Terra, because Strago is going to be someone I'm going to play in a couple of days. I'm going to level up to try to get to at least 6,000. So all I need is to find Terra today and call it a day. I doubt she will be here. Like, why would she show up to the Figaro Castle? Tara is going after that pregnant girl and the guy that got her pregnant. So where the hell would they be? They're definitely not on the same land that I was on before, otherwise they're somewhere. Like, what would they be doing in this tomb? That doesn't make even any sense. She's pregnant, or supposed to be pregnant. Why would she come to such a dangerous place? No, she's not here. Okay, so she's not at the Colosseum either. Wait a minute, but I've been here before when I got that Esper. She wouldn't be here, or would she? Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. If Locke, if you have Locke in your party, he, that's very interesting, and I completely forgot. That's what his name is. He's a lockpick. He's a thief. He knows how to open things. That's why he's called Locke, with an E at the end, or Lock E. Well, I just call him Locke. So if anything is not open, you just use Locke. I completely forgot about that. That's also something that you have to give points to the game for. Like if I was giving the game points, there's speed walking, there's slow walking, and also certain characters can open certain things, like Locke, Realm, Shadow. Well, what would be the point of opening things if there's no one here to sell it to me? Perhaps there's some secret to be found. This is a decision. But the thing about Espers, they could only cast something once, and only once. but I don't know what Ragnarok's special power is. If I transfer it into a sword, then I'll lose that power. Maybe I should just, for the hell of it, look this up before I turn it into a sword. It's gonna be terrible if I just turn it into a sword and turns out that the sword is not even that powerful. I think it's more beneficial to have it as an Esper, because then every single person in your party can learn the skills of that Esper. But I need to know what its personal skills are. What Ragnarok's skills is. Ragnarok Final Fantasy VI. The Ragnarok is one of the strongest swords in Final Fantasy VI. The player must choose between the Ragnarok sword and the Ragnarok Magicite. The sword has extremely strong stats, but as a weapon and as a bonus, stat provided. Okay, so the weapon is good. And has flare as an ability. Freaking advertisements, man. Getting in the way. Add. Has flare as an added ability to the sword. The weapon can be equipped by Terra, Locke, Edgar, and Celeste. Ragnarok is a strong... though Ragnarok is strong in it itself, it can be bet in the Dragon Neck Coliseum for an even more powerful weapon. Lightbringer. Really? Do I want to bet that? The Lightbringer has slightly greater stats and casts Holy as its added ability, which is very good. The Ragnarok shares the spirit with Excalibur. Ragnarok is recurring sword in Final Fantasy. No, the Ragnarok Magicite. Ragnarok can be attained, blah 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 blah. You know what? Let me go back. Ragnarok Magicite is telling me about the sword. The sword is good. Ragnarok Magicite. Ability. Okay. As a Magicite, let's look this up. A Magicite summons Esper. Ragnar is an Esper in Final Fantasy VI. It can be acquired as either a Magicite or as a weapon, depending on the blah blah blah. Ragnar can be summoned using the Metamorphose, not the Metamorphose. They call it Phos, Phose. Metamorphose ability, which can be used to obtain rare items from enemies. What? However, the Magicite can be used to learn. Ultima spell, the most powerful spell in the game. So if I use Ragnarok as a summon, everyone can learn from Ragnarok, and then everyone can cast Ultima. Yeah, screw the sword. The sword can cast a flare ability on all enemies, but Ultima is an all-powerful attack. I believe flare is a fire attack. Ultima is not a magic attack or a physical attack. It's a nature attack. Yeah, screw the weapon. I mean, the weapon is great, and you could exchange it for the Lightbringer, which casts holy, but only one person can do that and cast holy on all enemies. Whereas if everyone learns the Ultima ability from Ragnarok, then everyone can cast Ultima from their magic casting ability. So, yeah, screw that. I'm taking the summons. Okay. Now that that's decided, I only have. I'm gonna play for about another 20 minutes more, and 20 minutes more, and then I should find Terra within 20 minutes. So now it is recommended that well, he needs to level up Fenrir. Let's give Ragnarok to. Let's give Phoenix to her. And. Oh, I had Phoenix the whole time? What the hell? I don't care about that, Esper. I can't believe I had Phoenix the whole time. Because if I learn Phoenix ability, I could resist instant death or auto revive with Phoenix. Holy shit, man. This is what happened when you don't pay attention. So now I need to use the growth egg. See who has the growth egg on them. Nobody. Okay. I used the growth egg for Phoenix first so that people don't get KO'd. And then Ragnarok thereafter. Good. Alright. You know, now that I think about it, if I had equipped Phoenix when I was fighting that guy at the Tower of Kefka to try to freeze Strago, probably would have came back to life. I had no idea I had Phoenix the whole time. All I had to do was scroll down some more. But it doesn't matter. I already know I could beat him. I think I should open some more of these doors just in case. Actually, I'll take it off. I'll put it on counter off. I think the enemies here are too weak. Oh, wait a minute. Why the hell would she come here? Terra wouldn't come to Dome Castle. That wouldn't make sense. This is strange. I have no idea where she disappeared to. She wouldn't be here either. So what the hell? So she has to be. She has to be here. She has to be somewhere here. Maybe by a seashore or something. doesn't make any sense. A secret room or something somewhere. What? Oh, that's because alright. So I never, but see, that's what happens when you play old games. There's no indication that there's a basement in this house with any type of waypoint. So you could be looking, there's actually a basement here that leads downwards. But you would never know that based on this angle. I don't really need to use her. I'm just doing it to level her up. Or at least to level my people up. Alright, so I just leave Strago. And of course, Shadow joins whenever the hell he feels like, so it's only Strago that's left. And I'm not gonna try to level up to fight Strago today. That's gonna be an arduous process. That guy is very powerful. I will see if I could try to get everyone to at least 6,000. I don't really have to. I could just get them to 5,000. That's it. Because now I have the Phoenix. But then again, the Ultima is a all one shot, one kill ability to everyone. So how can I revive people from death if everyone gets hit? So Phoenix won't do jack shit. I have to find more safety belts. So that's the objective today, either to get everyone to level 6,000 and maybe 6,200, or find safety belts. Because there's no strategy around that guy. Once you defeat him, he does an ultimate attack that does more than 5,000 damage. So I'll put Terra here because she has to level up. Locke is 56. This guy is like, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's just not leveling up. I think it might be a bug, but I'm just gonna assume that he just levels up slowly. Xian needs to level up. Yeah, Xian needs to level up. And of course, Celeste. Rum also needs to level up. But I need to see if this guy is going to increase his level to level 28, 29. Or if this is a bug, he's probably going to stay at 27. But I'm going to do this on my own time. So I have all characters except Strago left. And once I get every single character, completely every single character, which means Strago is the last, then when I go to fight Kefka, Shadow's gonna show up on his own, and that's all 14 characters. So, but I'm not gonna play this game until, like, say the next 4 or 5 days, say. So maybe on December the 9th, that's when I'll play this game, because Warframe is coming out with an update December the 10th, so it's definitely not going to be on the 10th. It's going to be either on the 8th or the 9th. In fact, it'll probably be on the 9th. So that's it for this. I'm going to do a demo in like 2 days. Just another demo, a demo for December. But this is not going to be played until the next 4 or 5 days. Preferably 4 days, since December 10th will be the new Warframe update. So I'll equip everything I can on this character. Made sure to give her the Esper Ragnarok. She's more likely to survive than Locke will. And give Locke, well, Xian needs to level up, so Gao Celeste. Lushin does a heal all ability, so that comes in handy. So I need 2 attack abilities. Unicorn is not good. I believe crushes all enemy with seismic. Not all enemies are on the floor. Fire, ice, and lightning. Okay. So that's my 2 attacks right there. But something tells me I'm not using my head here. Yeah, all my characters should level up the lower level ones and then high. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. Um, I'm gonna pick all the characters that don't have a lot of stars on them and then level them up. So on my off time, I'm gonna level up every character so that all of these summons can turn into stars. So for right now, where everyone is, I'll make sure they all have stars. So I'm not gonna play Warframe today because I have other things I have to do. But yeah, I'm gonna play it tomorrow. I need to grind in Warframe for resources anyway, so I'll dedicate most of my time tomorrow, about 3 hours towards grinding resources in Warframe. I can't do it all by myself anyway. Like, I farmed like 30,000 ferrets the other day, and then I dropped into 10,000 ferret within the vault, so I don't know. Like, some people join clan just to chill, or like, I don't think I would ever do that, even if I joined someone else's guild. Just chill like that, and just take what the guild has and never give anything back. Like, come on, man. Even in Neverwinter, when I joined my guild, if I'm off for a while, I join it. I start contributing a lot of stuff when I start playing again. Some people don't give a shit like that, but who knows? Like, I'm not worried about that stuff. I can farm everything by myself if I have to. I just prefer not to. It'd just take a ridiculous long time if I did. So I'll save this and I'll call it a day here by landing this. So all free Strego from the Tower of Kefka, and then beat one, and then the other one. Actually, I beat one of them already. So I have dragons as well. The game doesn't tell you this. This is why I would say this game could go anywhere from 20 hours to 100 hours, because you have extra stuff like side quests. A side quest is to defeat all the dragons. A side quest is to defeat the monsters, which aren't the dragons that are circling on different lands, like something out of Final Fantasy VII. Those are side quests, and side quests define like extra magicite, like having Locke in your party so he could open certain doors in order to get a magicite. You wouldn't have gotten that magicite if you didn't have Locke in your party. So that's not really a side quest, it's more like a perk that he has. And there's stuff like that, secrets, that's called a secret. Locke has the ability to open that, then you go downstairs and get that secret. The same with finding another magicite by going into the painter's place and unlocking the dungeon and getting that magicite. Those are different, those are either secrets or side quests. So if you consider all the secrets and side quests in Final Fantasy VI, there's a lot of them. Because if you look at it from the Esper point of view, look how many Espers there are. Every space that you don't see here is an Esper. That's an Esper. This space, empty space, is an Esper. This empty space is an Esper, so that's 2. This empty space is an Esper, so that's 3. And this empty space is an Esper. And this empty space is an Esper, that's 4. This empty space is an Esper, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to find 5 more Espers, and those are probably 5 more side quests that are unrelated to the story. So there's lots to do. You get to fight 8 dragons, then you get to fight different really powerful monsters throughout the world, circling on different lands. And then you have side quests like trying to find different magicites. So when people say that they could beat Final Fantasy VI in like 20-25 hours, 30 hours, 35 hours, I always said to them, they're just going straight through the story quest itself and only getting the minimum Espers. That's it. But at a certain point, you would have to call bullshit on that, because there's no way you could beat Kefka with minimum Espers unless you've literally leveled up your characters so that all their magic could be at a certain height, and you can't do that at 20 to 25. You can only do that as double that hours of playtime, which will bring you to about 45 to 50 hours. So at minimum, Final Fantasy would probably be 35 if you're a professional and you know how to beat it, but no one would actually, even if they're pro, be able to fight and defeat Kefka at 35, level 35, unless they know specifically what to do and they have a shit ton of items within their inventory that they bought. Basically, they farm ridiculously and they bought nothing but XP ups or high potions, like 200, 300, 500 potions, and they don't depend on their magic at all. They just depend on ethers and potions. That's the only way I could see it. Otherwise, it's impossible, in my opinion, to beat this game at 25 hours. Because there's no way you'd be able to fight a final boss like Kefka, or the next to final boss, or even the one before that, playing at a playtime of 25 hours. It's not gonna happen. In fact, I don't even think the standard game is 20 hours. Even the standard game itself is 25 hours. And the game forces you to do other stuff attached to the story. So that would get you about a minimum of maybe 35 hours at least. So I don't listen to anyone if they say they can beat this game in 25 hours. It's impossible. Unless they're cheating their ass off, or they're using this. They run around, they farm, they buy nothing but high potions and ether, and they take the encounter on. They take the encounter off. They only put it on for fighting, and throughout the entire story, random mission, they cut the story of the game in half by taking off encounters. So the time period for you to get to the story itself has been cut in half by encounter off. But that doesn't make sense either, because the standard story of Final Fantasy, whether there's encounter on and encounter off, is 20 hours anyway. So I know that there's a lot of people who think that they could speed run this within 20-25 hours. I don't think it's possible. No matter how fast they do it. Because you cannot fight the final boss in this game. You cannot fight the final boss in this game at 20 and 25 hours. Unless you're doing some type of cheating. Because think about it. You don't need to get all these espers. But eventually you will need certain specific espers to fight Kefka. And only those specific espers will be able to help you to fight Kefka. Either that, or you farm a lot to get a shit ton of items like high potions and ethers, and you use that in combat the whole time, fighting him, like 200, 300 ethers, 300 high potions, so many Phoenix Downs, and then you buy nothing but throwing stuff, like buy a shit ton of weapons, and all you do is take weapons and use Shadow to throw weapons at the enemy. That's the only way I could see you could fight an enemy like Kefka without leveling up. But even in that logic, it still doesn't make sense, because the base story of this game is like 20 hours, 20-25 hours from beginning to end. Whether you turn this on, it says encounter on, and turn it off and it says encounter off, so you don't fight any enemies where you're outside. No matter where you go. So if I run around completely ignoring every enemy and just playing the story, it doesn't change the fact that the story is still 20 to 25 hours. So there's no way in hell you'll be able to beat this game in 20 to 25 hours. I don't care what anyone says. If you ever see that anyone claims that they could do it, speed run it, I think they might be cheating or using some type of bug and stuff, because it just doesn't work that way. Even if you skip half the story, you still have to level up to a certain degree, otherwise you'll get killed all the time. So it's not going to happen. So I'm going to save it right here and end it for today. I got stuff I gotta do. And I'll play this in the next 4 days from now. And on the 10th of December, I'm gonna play the Warframe new update. That's releasing on the 10th of December. I'm also gonna be watching the Game Awards on that same day, the 10th. Because that's when the Game Awards is coming out. December the 10th. So that's it for this. I'm playing this in the next 4 days. So I got all my characters now. I got every character except Strago. Strago is the last character left before I go to fight Kefka. And I'm not going to go fight Kefka, even if I do get Strago. Because I have to have everyone at level 6,000 at least before I fight Kefka. Something tells me I'll need to be stronger than that though, but just for safety, everyone should be at 5,000 or 6,000 before I fight Kefka. And that will require another 20 hours of leveling up. I got 66.52 hours, 66 hours and 52 minutes of doing maybe 40 minutes, no, 40 hours of leveling and 20 to 25 hours of story. But yeah, anyone who says this game can beat this game in 25 hours, that's a lie. Downright flat out lie. So that's it for this. I mean, they can do it. I believe they might be able to do it. But you would have to be a professional to know exactly what you have to do, where to go, what to have, what to wear, exactly the things that you need in order to beat Kefka on a speed run for you to even get into 25 hours. But like I said, the standard story of this game is 20 hours. So I think it's kind of impossible even if you did try to get 25 hours on a speed run. So that's it. I'm out.